quick. If you're not familiar, our buddy, Mr. Jim, is retiring, and he is the gentleman who makes our spoon bracelets. I wanted to take a second to show you how to size your wrist before the sale so you would know what size you wanted to purchase today. Okay, so I have to get where I can get your chat. There we go. All right, so here's the deal. On their website, which, by the way, will not be available soon, okay, because we're going to have to turn it off to do the bracelet sale because we're selling the same inventory. We're actually selling their inventory. So on the website, they have a place, they have a video where Miss Carol's showing you how to size your wrist, and then they also have this information I'm going to share with you too. But first, if you're just getting here and you're like, what is a Mr. Jim bracelet? What is a bracelet sale? Let me talk to you about that real quick. So this is I wore this one today because it's my favorite bracelet I've ever gotten from Mr. Jim. It's maybe one of them, but it's really my favorite. It's one I got years and years ago. I love this Art Deco style. So Mr. Jim is a gentleman I met at an arts and crafts show in our local town years ago, probably 5 or 6 years ago, really. And I fell in love with him, his wife, and his style. And what he did was he took silverware, these are spoons, and he turned it into a bracelet. And look how old mine is. My charm or my clasp has tarnished. I ain't worried about it. I still wear it all the time. But what I love about Mr. Jim's bracelets is he keeps up with the year that they're made. He keeps up with the style that it is. Like, he knows the name of this design. I do not. I just love it. But he knows the name of this design, and he knows the year it was made. I want to say this one's like in 70 or 60 something. But Mr. Jim is retiring. He and his wife, Mr. Jim is now 89 years old. Did he just turn 90? I think he did just turn 90. And he is retiring, and he has brought us all of his stock. And to help Mr. Jim and Miss Carol out, who we love them very, very much, and you would too if you could meet them if you haven't met them. We're going to try to sell the rest of his inventory, so it's kind of like a trunk show. So what's going to happen at 2 o'clock this afternoon, 2 p.m. this afternoon, there's a link in the chat already, and we'll put that link in the description. At 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to do a Craftique, which is where we do our claim sales, and you'll be able to come in. I'm going to show you the jewelry. I'm going to show you one bracelet at a time. I'm going to tell you the information about it, and more importantly, I'm going to be telling you the size of the bracelet I'm holding, okay? I wanted to take a second to show you how to size yourself, because that'll be the most important thing you need to know this afternoon. And if you want to get a bracelet for someone else, you might want to just give them a text or a call and say, hey, can you measure your wrist for me? Let me show you a cheater way to measure your wrist. So if you're calling somebody and they don't have a measuring tape or anything near, matter of fact, let me take all this off. I also wore mine today in a stack so I could show you that you can stack them. If you remember, I told you Vince bought me this stack for our anniversary, and I like mixing them. And so I thought that was cute to show you that. So let's show you how to measure. I'm going to take my bracelet off. All his bracelets are magnet closure, and most of them, all that you'll see today, will have a chain, safety chain. I don't always have a safety chain because I ask him not to put them on them because they clink on my work surface. But lately, I've been getting a safety chain because I lost a few really important ones, and I don't want to do that again. All right, let's measure. We're going to take a piece of, this is just a strip of cardstock from my stash. I'm going to place this around my wrist, and I'm doing this one-handed on purpose, but on camera is real rough. Hang on. I wanted to show you that you can measure your own wrist. Okay, so what you do is you wrap this paper around. I'm not wrapping it super, super tight. You know, my bracelet will fit me a little looser than that anyway. But what I want to do is where they meet, and I know this is hard for you to see on camera, I'm going to take my fingernail and just do a little press. And that's going to show me exactly where my wrist is. Okay, then I can take a ruler, or I would just use my work surface here. But let me show you. I can take a ruler, if I can find my ruler. She missing. That is not unusual on this desk. I'm going to measure it on my table. Let's go like this. I'll just lay it here and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And my line is between 1/4 and 1/2. Okay, it should be 7 1/2. That's what my normal wrist is. So I know 7 1/2. Okay, then this is your size guide. This is straight from their website, and this is how it goes. And I'm going to say this again when we do the sale today. I'll show this again. I'm going to lay this down because it's too hard for y'all to see like that. But I'm going to tell you what the sizes are, okay? And you can go see this on the website. Matter of fact, we may just put this in the description. It's cool. I did it with the thing, but thank you so much. Amber walks over and finds my ruler in 30 seconds. Not even 30 seconds. What we'll do is we'll put this in the description too, these sizes, because Tamitha's good at that. So if you are between a 4.5 inch and a 6 inch, you are a small. If you're between a 6 1/4 and 6 3/4, you're a medium. If you're a 7 to 7 3/4, you're a large. And if you're an 8 to 8 3/4, you're an extra large. And that's one thing about Mr. Jim that attracted me, was he made extra large bracelets, and I have a large wrist. Now, my wrist is not the size it used to be. I used to fall more in the extra large. I don't now. So I'm in this large category, but I do have some extra larges that I also used to wear back in the day, and they're a little big. This is a large, and this is how it fits my wrist, and I love this like this. Also, some people say to me, I'm going to move this back up so we can talk about bracelets. Let's move this. Some people ask me, you know, does it stay on? Does the clasp stay on? And look, I can bend. If you get the right size, you can move your wrist around any way you want to, and that's not going to come open. I have bought them before that were too tight, and they open when they're too tight. So make sure you're measuring and make sure you're getting the right size, because that will matter. Now, if you have not signed up for the sale, our claim sales can only hold 1,000 people, okay? And you will have to go register, and that is also how we get your information. So here's what's going to happen today. I'll be showing you a bracelet. I'll be giving you the details about it. You'll decide if you want to purchase it. If you do, you'll put whatever number we've assigned to go with it in the chat. And then at the end of the show, actually starting tomorrow, you'll get invoices from Mr. Jim's website. His website is uniquesilverwarejewelry.com. You'll get invoices, and you'll pay those, and we'll ship them out to you. So we ask that you pay your invoice once you receive it within 24 hours, and then we will get them shipped out to you. Now, since we decided to do this sale, Mr. Jim has been put into the hospital. So the plan was that Mr. Jim and Miss Carol would do the shipping from their home, but what they have done since is they have brought every bit of the stock here, and we're going to do the shipping for them because they're not going to be able to do that, but we just want to do this to help them. Once you meet them, once you have met them, you will be in love with them, and you know why we want to help them. So no sales today, none of the profit comes to Maymay. We're not doing that. We are selling his bracelets at his price, his suggested price on his website, through his website. We're just going to do the work for him. So basically, we're just working for Mr. Jim for a week or two. That's what we're going to do. And we're excited. I think you'll love them. So what you need to do to get ready for the sale, okay, measure your wrist, reach out to anybody you might want to buy a bracelet for and have them measure theirs so you can know what their size is. Also, when you get into the sale, we're going to be telling you the years of these. So if there's a special year you would like to commemorate in some way, make sure you've thought about that. Like maybe you want one that is from the year you got married, or maybe you want one that's from your mother's birth year, or maybe you want one from a child's birth year, or maybe there's a special year that you always remember. Go ahead and think about those years, maybe jot them down, and as we go through, we'll be telling you those years. Now, if you're savvy enough to know a certain silverware that you would like to have, maybe write that down, and in case we run across that too, I have no idea what silverwares are, the names of them, but Mr. Tim does. So, you worry about wiggle. So if you measured at right the end of the medium, which is 6 3/4, would you get a large? Shannon, what's your wrist size? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Will you stick this around your arm real quick?
I normally wear a medium.
You wear a medium, right? So let's see what yours lines up at.
I mean, I can wear a small, but when I bend my wrist, it'll pop the magnets.
Here, come over here so they can see me doing it. Can you get into there? We'll just have to hug. All right. Am I there? Oh, yeah. There. So I would say there.
Yeah.
All right. So what I did with mine was I just pinched it back at the spot. And now that we have a ruler, we'll do it for real. So Shannon is a 6 1/2, and will you put a medium on and let them see how a medium fits? So that's 6 1/2 inches on Shannon's, and if yours is 6 3/4, we can let you see how that fits. I feel like if you're 6 3/4, it's going to work because there's a wiggle room in them.
Mm-hmm.
So the one Shannon's going to show you is, what's the name of that one? It's beautiful.
It is Ancestral, 1924 to 1973.
All right, so this is how, and Shannon is a 6.5, so let's turn, yeah. So see that wiggle room? I think you would be just right at 6 3/4. If you don't like something hugging you, maybe, if you don't want it to touch you, because you can see Shannon's got wiggle room.
Yeah.
Okay, there's plenty of room in there. But if you want to step up, you can step up.
It's so pretty.
It's gorgeous. I don't know that I would. Because like I said, this may be an extra large. I don't think it is going down my arm though now. It used to not.
Oh, this is one like I was telling Sylvia about. The design on the outside. There's also a
Oh, it's so pretty. It's on the
design
inside too.
It's so pretty.
Let me do that so
They're
it'll
all so
focus.
pretty.
You should focus like that. I'm going to be making sure I can show y'all really well today too. We'll be focusing in on it. We do have children's bracelets. I do not, will they make it into the, oh, there's only two?
Only two of them.
Okay. Do you know what size? We only have 2 children's bracelets.
And they are tiny.
Shannon, can you put on a large? They want to see your wrist in a large. That's a good idea. Will you bring an extra large and I'll put on an extra large and show that too. I think this might, y'all, I've had this one so long, I think this is an extra large and I've lost some weight so it fits me much. Look, it used to go here. It fits me much better than it used to.
You don't need those papers anymore.
Fits me mucho better. Oh, this one's stunning.
Yeah, there's some beautiful ones.
Why are they all so pretty? Ooh, that large is big.
Yes, the large is big on me.
That one's beautiful too.
But you can see it's...
Here, let's put the large on me. They can see the difference in your wrist and my wrist. See, the large fits me well. That's the one I like, is the large. And then I'll put on the extra large and show you the difference. And the extra large has lots of room. See that? But that's what I love about Mr. Jim. You can get your, I think mine might be an extra large. I think this one.
I think that one is.
We might need to get me a large. This is my favorite one. If he has this pattern, I'd like it in a large if you see that pattern. I'll look today too if I see it. But I love this Art Deco one. So mine is, that was an extra large. What's she like? She just showing us some sign language.
No.
So pretty. They're going to be beautiful today. You're going to have a hard time. I tried to register. I can't get in. I can't get to go through. Oh, I don't know why. You ordered a hammered one yesterday. We won't have the hammered ones today, correct? We'll have that in another sale.
Possibly, yes.
I don't think we're going to get... What we're going to try to do today is we have a lot that are in multi-sizes. So we're going to start with those and then go to individuals today to try to speed it up. There's so many. So if you think you won't have to fight for them. There are some that you won't just be one-offs. Some are going to be one-offs. Some may be 2 or 3, but we're trying to get the one, because we know how much y'all like to be able to, do the claim sale and get them. So we're trying very hard to get you bunches today. And we're going to do 2 hours and try to get through as many as we can. So we're going to try to go fast. So anyway, I'm excited. I'm ready to help Mr. Jim. He's been looking forward to this. He's been telling me for over a year. I'm retiring.
They want to watch today, so I gotta call and get them set up.
Oh,
so
they
can
want to watch?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Do you have any from 1982 to 88? Probably. Like, at this point, we're not where we can pull by year. Shannon's had to organize them by size and style, because that's how we're going to sell them. So you'll have to be watching, but we'll do our best on the show and while we're going to help you find. And if we don't find what you're looking for in the moment, we can take notes. We can get back with you, because we want to be able to. I would love it if we could sell out all of his stock. That would be amazing. But it's a lot, you guys. There's a lot. All right, so there's the store phone number. And if you want to be a part, remember, please go register. As of this morning, there were like, what's that number? Like 800 spots? No, 700 spots left of people who could register, something like that. So go register. We'll see you at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. We cannot wait. I think you're going to have a lot of fun shopping with us. And for a little while, you can get onto their site and check out the frequently asked questions and check out the sizing. Let me say this to you, okay? There will not be charms added this time. We will not be adding charms. There'll be too many sold at one time for us to get that done. So we will not be adding charms to this time. And we'll talk about that as we do it. You can always add a charm yourself, okay? It's very easy to do, but we won't be adding charms just so we can get these shipped out to you quicker. And And there was a question. The costs are a little, they're all going to be a little, they're not all a little different. I want to think there's two prices. Isn't there like 25 and 40 or something like that?
That's one thing I've got to verify.
We've got to go through. You can look on his website right now and see what the prices look like, because that's what we're doing is his prices. Yep, you can register online. We've got the link for you in the description of this video and also in the chat. So I'm going to go so you can go register, and I will see you at 2 p.m. That's just in a few hours. Matter of fact, it's 11 a.m. here. So if you're wondering what time that is, so we've got 12/1/2. So that's 3 hours from now. Okay. His website is uniquesilverwarejewelry.com, and all that info is in the description as well. We'll see you in a few hours. Bye, guys.